If you're suffering with mom guilt like I did or still do when your child gets diagnosed with plagiocephaly, please know that it is very common for infants to have flathead syndrome or torticollis for numerous factors, and it is not your fault.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little and we keep...
Can you say hi? Say hi, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, I kind of want to just go over a little bit of our personal experience with Amelia getting her helmet for flathead syndrome, also known as plagiocephaly. What do you think? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Not sure what happened, but I just recorded a whole video and it did not record. So let's go ahead and start that all over. I just want to start by saying that this is our personal experience and what worked best for our family, and I'm very excited to be sharing this with you. I have a daughter who's currently 11 and a half months old. We kind of started to notice the back of her head being pretty flat when she was about 2 to 3 months old. And I remember when she was first born, adjusting to being a first-time mom and all of the things that a newborn brings along with it. We personally struggled with breastfeeding for probably about the first 2 months. Amelia had a tongue tie and a lip tie. So it was very, very overwhelming trying to adjust. So it kills me to even admit this, but she did sleep in her swing from about 2 weeks to about 6-ish weeks. And I do believe that this is what created this plagiocephaly to begin with. And as a registered nurse, before I became a mom, I was pretty adamant on, following safe sleep. But because all you want to do is just try to get a little bit of sleep, looking back, I do regret this decision, but it is the truth and probably why I feel a lot of the mom guilt that I do. So I'm going to just kind of show you here that this is the swing that she slept in. One reason why plagiocephaly is pretty common is because our infants are born with very, very soft skulls, and this is one to allow their head to come through the birth canal, but it also allows for development of the brain over the next 3 to 4 years before the brain actually fuses together. Because our babies have such fragile heads, they spend a lot of time sleeping initially, and we put them in swings, bouncers, car seats, strollers. So they spend a lot of time on their backs, and this can actually lead to flathead. But sometimes it actually does occur before the baby is even born. So their head could be pressing up against the mom's uterus and cause the flattened area. It can even lead to torticollis, which has to do with their neck muscles. And what that is also could be related to how the baby lays in the womb, and sometimes there's just not enough room. So sometimes babies who do have torticollis tend to favor one side over the other side because they're unable to turn their head. So sometimes babies with torticollis will actually eventually get flathead syndrome as well. Those are just some common reasons why we see flathead syndrome. But I do want to go over some things that we could be doing to prevent any of this to begin with, because honestly, I wish I had known some of these interventions beforehand to pay more attention to it in those earlier days. Tummy time is so huge. Some babies don't even like tummy time. We were very thankful that Amelia enjoyed tummy time. we often put her on our chest and just looked at her that way to first start tummy time, and then we would just lay her on her tummy mat with some black and white cards, and she really enjoyed that. So they do recommend that you just encourage as much tummy time as possible when they are awake to prevent them from always being on their back. Another thing that you can do to prevent flathead syndrome, or even try to correct it once you start to notice it, is placing your baby in different areas of the bed. So one day you would place them at the head of the bed, and the next day you would put them at the other end of the bed. And this also helps to have them look at the same thing in the room but different sides. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I always laid Amelia in the crib at the same side, so I definitely will be remembering this for future children. For the babies that have the weakened neck muscles, physical therapy is recommended to strengthen those muscles. They can give you lots of exercises to do at home as well, so that the baby can get stronger, which would often in turn lead to preventing flathead syndrome as well. And this is something that I dug deeper because some physicians actually don't even know anything about it. But OMT therapy, which is osteopathic manipulation therapy, is where the doctor will actually manipulate the skull to help it round out in shape. The only thing is that it is not covered with insurance. Well, Amelia decided to join us. So I think I left off talking about the OMT therapy, and we actually decided to do this route initially. We went, Daddy over there. We initially went for about 5 treatments. It was pretty expensive and insurance did not cover it. We did notice a huge improvement in her back of her head though, pretty much right away. So I definitely don't regret going that route, but I wish it had kind of progressed a little bit faster. So usually the helmet can be placed on as early as about 4 months, depending on, when you discuss things with your pediatrician. I also remember how I wanted to practice safe sleep. Thank you. And I never used the flathead pillow. But again, I wish I had purchased one sooner so that way I could at least use it for those moments when, we were changing her diaper or we were just laying on the floor and she was looking up at her play gym. I do know that some parents do use it at bedtime. Again, not safe sleep recommended, but it is something that you can use while the baby is awake. So I will probably definitely be purchasing one of those for our future children. So we are now at the helmet stage because after about 5 treatments of OMT therapy, it just wasn't where we wanted it to be. So we went and saw the neurosurgeon, who pretty much said that Amelia's head was very mild and that he did not recommend the helmet at this point, but thank you. Here, one for you. But after discussing it in length, we decided to go ahead and try the helmet because it's something that we need to take care of now and you really can't wait any longer. So she will have it on for 23 hours a day. And then we will go back to the Hanger Clinic for a new scan in a couple of weeks to see how it is progressing. So because it is so mild, we're hoping she only has to have it on for about 8 weeks, right? And she actually is doing really well. The first 15 minutes that she had it on, she did not like it, but she got used to it very, very quickly. It just has a little piece of Velcro on the side, and she does really well. So I'll just go ahead and show you more so what the helmet looks like. You got your helmet off. So I don't know if you can kind of see, very, very mild. Her hair is kind of starting to cover it now. There is foam all on the inside, so nothing is irritating her. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. You want to put your helmet back on? Ready? So just like that, easy peasy. All right, well, I hope you got some good information, and if you are curious to see her progression, make sure you subscribe, as I will be sharing, you know, the progression of the helmet, and comment below if you have any questions.
Even if you try